couple 300-pound guard dogs. Yeah. Yep. Came out of nowhere. And boom! Got a deer. So, he was a big old boy. He was a spike, but he was a big old boy. Big bodied. And he folded my bumper in, so we got to bend that out. And we'll call the insurance company. The reason I'm folding the bumper in is because when I turn, my wheel is my tire is scraping the inside of the bumper. So. Oh, that'll have to do for now. So for any of you non-hunters out there, which I hunt, but for any of you non-hunters out there, this is another reason we should take deer every season. Every season. They multiply like crazy. Like crazy. And they're all over the place. Running out in front of your truck for no reason. All right. Errands. All right, so heading to my buddy's house, who is the guy that I went to school with, that I mentioned in the last video, that is also going to be redoing our shower and bathroom area for us. I'm not going to film that at his house for his privacy, but he messaged me and said he has a bathtub that he just took out of his house. He's doing a remodel. So got to figure out which house is his, because we might be able to find something fun to do with it for the beefy boys or the ducks or anybody else that might be thirsty on the farm. Figure out where he lives. Alrighty, so it's pretty sweet. It ended up being a metal tub, steel, metal, but that's fantastic because I'll fix it I'll attach it to a couple of, why am I yelling? You guys hear me? I'll attach it to a couple of, I don't know, maybe railroad ties, landscape timbers, something to get it up off the ground a little bit for the beefy boys. But remember, cows, I've noticed from watching a lot of YouTube, they don't mind drinking water off the grass is growing on the ground. So you could put their water dish on the ground. That's normal. You know, putting their feeders, hanging those buckets on my 4-board fence. It's not that doesn't work, but they're raising up. They're not eating in a natural position. But I put them up so the birds stay out of them. You guys know the deal. Anyway, this is pretty sweet that this is metal, because this winter I can run a tank heater, water heater, to this, and I don't have to worry about anything burning. Now those tank heaters, my experience with them, they can get those dishes really soft. So you kind of want a stock tank. I don't want to mess like a metal stock tank, which is basically what this is. And I'll show you here in a minute, but he left the drain on it. The elbow that comes off the bottom of the drain, he left that on there. So really all I got to do is cap that. I'm not going to worry about, you know, sealing the foot drain, floor drain. I don't know. I'll show you in a minute. $1991. I was in first grade. I don't know what you guys were doing. But I'll just cap this. Yeah, just cap it. But anyway, it's going straight out there for now. So now, you're on a tripod, but you were propped up on a whole bunch of feed that they're waiting on. So let's get it all out there. We'll get the 4-wheeler and just do a couple at a time. Because my bucket, it's all full of barbed wire stuff, and that's not too bad. We can handle that. Sitting under there getting big, man. What's up, buddy? Beep beep. What are you doing?
No, don't eat the chicken food. Spiderweb.
That well summer egg. So pretty. It's cracked. Of course it is. And in case you guys were wondering, yes, I pick up the trash that I make every single time. Because if I don't, this is what happens to it. And trash, I mean like feed bags and stuff. Hey, that's not for y'all. Nope. Unless you're gonna lay eggs, not for you. Back up. Vámonos. My dude, move. Come on. Hey, buddy. Hey, you doing all right? You doing all right? Them kids giving you any trouble? I know. You can't really say, hey, go to your room, because their room's your room. I mean, it's right next door, but you can't really do it, huh? But how about this? Can we call it good? You ready? Hang on. I ordered stuff on Amazon and I figured I'd show you guys in case anybody needs one. Hang on. And then I gotta go to another business meeting. Like real business, not fun stuff. Nothing scary. I'd rather make YouTube videos. So hit that like button so that I can make that a reality. So, I hope I'm in frame. While we're waiting to build that lean-to, which is gonna be right here, that's why there's base rock right here, I figured I'd just get a cover for the lawnmower. Now, this is for a quad. They make them for lawnmowers, but I parked my quad in the shed. So I'm gonna use this to cover the lawnmower. Now, they make lawnmower covers specifically for lawnmowers, but I wanted a universal one. And I figured a universal one would be more like this shape, because this is not going to have like cutouts for a deck and things like that. It'll be very like a parachute. That's what I want. Plus, I am more likely to, well, I'll put it this way. I love my little John Deere lawnmower, and I think my dad's going to take it over the winter and keep it in his garage, his dad and mom's, because he's got room and he can put new belts on it and all that stuff for me because it needs them. So this will be more for the quad, and I may use this. Like if I build a lean-to, it may not have a door on it, but I'll use that four-wheeler every day, even in the dead of winter. So I'll be able to put this on it when it's in the lean-to. So anyway, I'll put a link down below. Buy at your own risk. They're only like 20-30 bucks, but I don't actually know if it's waterproof. I don't actually know if it's got a professional wind strap. Okay, so, but for 20-30 bucks, it beats sitting out in the elements. All right. Initial reaction, it feels like a shower cap. Barely. That thing's strong. So is that. Just grill covers. This, yeah, we'll see. As much as I love when you guys support me by shopping for my Amazon purchases, don't buy that one yet. Give me a little bit. But anyway, they make one for John Deere. They sell it at Lowe's, but it's like $60 because it's got a John Deere logo on it. No. I'm all about taking care of stuff, but not accessories like that. Plus, that could blow all the way into the bean field by tomorrow morning. I don't know. But guys, I think that's it. I got a little business to do, so I'm going to wrap this up. I sincerely appreciate you guys, as always, liking, commenting, subscribing. I appreciate the banter. I appreciate the comments. If you comment and somebody else has already asked the question and another subscriber answers that question, I appreciate that subscriber. And I appreciate the new comment. But anyway, I'm going to go. I'm famished. I don't think I've ever said famished before in my life. But it's called a creator's license. I'm allowed to say big words now. I'm starving, and yeah, I need to go in and eat before I wither away. But y'all be good. Don't work too hard. God bless. As always, stay safe. Like and subscribe. Deuces.